Hello,
So,
everyone.
hello everyone, and welcome to the third webinar in the series on how can you transform your beliefs around money to transform your money in reality. Uh, as always, it is a pleasure to meet and speak with all of you and share whatever we have experienced through our journey, and whatever we feel works. So, of the three aspects that we spoke about money, the first one was about earning, the second was about managing, and today we will about spending. And how does spending influence the cycle of money and the creation of money? So I'm sure Gayatri and I are excited because we hit upon a wonderful idea today when we were talking about what we should be discussing. And, spending money, when we talk of spending money, at least I'm sorry, my meeting is getting muted between. I do not know why. When we talk of spending money, I think that is one area of the three processes where we feel that we are in complete control, right? I'm not saying that earning money is not in our control or managing money is not in our control, but spending is that is the cash is already or something is already there in hand and you want to spend. And what is the attitude with which you spend the money and where you spend money is where most of our beliefs lie. And I think that is an area where one can start analyzing that, oh, this is what happens to me when I have to spend money or I spend money on certain things. So how do I spend money? Where do I spend money? What is my mindset when I spend money? On which things do I spend and which things do I not spend money? A lot of beliefs can be around, like you can get to the core of your beliefs around these questions. Yes, Gayatri?
Yes.
Would you like to add something?
I think what we are trying to say is whenever you have to spend money on anything, you need to look at what is the thought that comes in your mind. Is it that things have become so expensive? Or is it that the money that you have is going away? Or do you look at whatever you spend, you look at that as a part of investment, whatever you are buying? Yeah. Do you think that as it is giving you something in return, which is of certain amount of value for you? So if you look at your beliefs, usually people who are struggling with uh, financial issues, they do not feel very happy about spending. They try to avoid, they try to postpone. So if you want to look at all the aspects of money to overcome your challenges, we want you to sit with yourself and ask yourself that whenever you are spending money, maybe you can visualize you're holding some cash and you have to give it to somebody. What is the thought in the background? Is it that you're losing your money, or the amount of money that you have is decreasing? Are you able to focus on whatever you are giving it for, what you are receiving in return? or you constantly struggle with that you have to give so much for whatever you are receiving. So you need to find out your attitude when you are giving money anywhere, whether they are your regular expenses or your specific purposes. And that's when you will know the theme that is running in your life with the aspect of spending money. Yeah, Priya?
Yes, yes. So one of the things that about spending money is uh, once you analyze and you get to the beliefs of what has been gripping and not allowing the flow to happen in the way you want. That's the first step, of course. Also, when you sit with yourself, we have said this time and again that get to the core of the belief systems in the family around spending money. Is it something around, spend wisely, spend on things that matter, and only those things matter which matter to your parents? And even now, you unknowingly spend money only on the things that matter to them, which maybe don't matter to you, or you want to spend even otherwise. But you're carrying those beliefs, and hence it's not, you don't feel free enough to spend the money in areas that you want. So all of this will take you to what is actually limiting you to the experiences around spending money. And when we say it is limiting you, what we all of us want whenever we spend money is that we want a value for the money that we have spent, right? So the value is either in terms of a thing, a material, or it is in terms of an experience, right? And both these things will take you down to a core emotion. I feel, the smile comes up whenever you get that thing in your hand or whenever you go through that experience, right? And most times that is what is the most valuable aspect about spending that money. Meaning, you have spent that money to feel that, right? Now, if you start feeling more of that, then you will want to spend more money on that, on such kind of experiences, right? Now, when you start saying that I want to feel this way more, then not only will you start spending money, but you will also start asking for money to spend on such things so that you can feel the same thing again and again and more of it. So the cycle of money can actually be altered just by one small aspect. I think even the law of attraction, when they say, when you're spending something or when you have goals like buying a house or going for a vacation or buying something, just know how do you want to feel behind it. I think the idea itself is that only, that when you start feeling whatever you want to feel when you get that or when you spend it, that's what you want to feel more of. And that's what you can tell the universe, that I want to feel more of this. And the money cycle will begin. Yeah. So what we were coming to, or what we hit on today, me and Gayatri, was not the quantum of money that you spend. It's not how much you spend. It's on what you spend and do you experience what you want to experience. Right, Gayatri?
Yeah.
And
Like, are you able to
if
feel
that,
gratitude when you're spending, or you're
yes,
feeling worry, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling
yes,
scarcity?
yes. And in everyday life, you can hit upon that emotion even in small things. If you are conscious about where am I spending my money, it could be as small as buying vegetables. What do I want to eat today and how do I want to feel? It could be as small as buying grocery or anything. When you go out to a restaurant, choosing what you want and how you want to feel eating it, and hence choosing to spend your money on that. vis-a-vis unconsciously spending it because everyone is spending. Or you go out in a group and you say, okay, everyone is buying this, so let me also buy it. Why? Because there is a fear of being either left out, or I will not belong, or I want to go with the crowd, which doesn't allow you to spend your money consciously on things that you want and feel the way you want. Right? And now same goes with bigger things. When you want to buy a car, or when you want to buy a house, or when you want to buy some jewelry, are you buying it because it is a social norm or a pressure to be a particular way? Or do you want it because you want it and it is very precious for you? And then the quantum will not matter. Whether it's a small jewelry piece or a big jewelry piece, that will not matter. Because that's what you want. Right? And hence you can, once you know the art of multiplying that emotion, that will get multiplied any which ways. And you can stay in that vibration of spending money. Yeah, Gayatri, would you want to elaborate or add more to this?
I think I want to say one thing that, when you start looking at your core beliefs about spending money, and you start identifying which aspects of your life you're okay with spending money on and which aspects you're not okay to spend on, you will find some theme of beliefs running in your family. Like, I remember we spoke about this in the first webinar, that in some families money is very important, in some other families maybe education is important, or fitness is important, health is important. So similarly, what we spend on money on, Priya said that is also like a theme in the family. Some people want to spend, some families want to spend money on lifestyle or a luxury thing, right? If we talk about wanting to resolve money, ultimately we all think about a luxurious lifestyle. That's what we associate with uh, having financial freedom, right? A particular kind of lifestyle that we all want to lead. That is a general scenario. But if you look at what were your parents believe, what is okay to spend your money on? Is it higher education or is it business investment? Is it health and fitness or is it luxury items? So you will know that in the core where you are comfortable to spend money, or even when you're earning more money, wanting to have more money, you're wanting money for that one aspect or those couple of aspects. And maybe some other important aspects of your life are not highlighted enough. Have you seen people who they buy huge insurance and they are okay to spend it in hospitals, but when it comes to maintaining a good healthy lifestyle in daily routine, and for that they have to spend money, they don't feel that it is important. They feel it is costly to eat healthy food, spend money on fitness routine. That is because normally, yeah, when you get old or when you are sick, you have to go to hospital and you have to spend that much money because it is a life and death situation. But when I'm running around feeling healthy and my body internally might be not as healthy, I don't have to spend so much money on healthy lifestyle. So we want you to sit with this and start identifying the patterns of uh, spending money, those run in your lineage, in your family. And from there, you will start noticing how much of your beliefs about spending money are your beliefs and how much of they are not your beliefs. You are just inheriting certain beliefs and you are just continuing similar kind of lifestyle or similar kind of life in a more expanded way than your ancestors or your parents. Like if my father earned 10,000 rupees a month in that particular era, now I'm earning 1 lakh, but I'm spending money on the similar things because that's how our family lives. Right? So if you allow and sit with this thought process, you will start experiencing growth in every aspect of life the way you really, really want, because then you will start relating with money as a resource, not something to acquire and then keep on expanding your life just in one dimension, and rest of the dimensions are, you know, as a byproduct maybe they improve, but there is no transformation there. So that choice you have, when Priya says that we all have control on spending money, this is the control that we can have, that I can make a free choice on where I want to spend. And that is
And
the kind of financial freedom you can start experiencing.
yeah, and I can choose to spend on things which doesn't fit with what my family thought.
Yeah. But it resonates with my own belief system. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So, and of course, when you have difficulty in spending money on particular things or in general, then it talks about, you subconsciously you want to hold money back, because that's the only way. No, logic says that that's the only way I can save more amount, but subconsciously we start blocking money. And money is a energy of movement, it likes to move. So when you start blocking it, you will start noticing block in receiving also. Or at times when you overspend or you spend on the things which you do not really enjoy, but just because of social pressure, peer pressure, family pressure, you are doing that, you don't feel satisfied about what you have spent your money on. And that's when you will start facing the block with managing money, because you don't know, when this much amount comes to me, where do I want to put it? So what I do, unconsciously I just overspend it on things which is normally accepted in my circle. Do I feel satisfied with that? No, I don't. So end of the day, even if you have millions of rupees, you might still feel that you are not free financially. So it's not just about the quantum of money, it is about your experience with. So we want you to sit with this thought process and start identifying your core beliefs and your family's core beliefs. What are the beliefs your parents had, especially about spending money? And then again, it will go back to the same thing. You want to identify the patterns about spending money in your lineage. If some ancestor who could spend money easily, what are your thoughts about that ancestor? If another ancestor who could not spend money easily, what are your thoughts about that ancestor? And there you will know where the judgment lies, where the loyalty lies, and what are the unconscious patterns around money that you are living through, you're continuing through in your life. Yes, Priya, do you have anything to add?
I think that pretty much covers it all.
I think I want to share one case here. I know somebody in my extended family, distant relative. They got some handsome amount of money, the inheritance, and then they thought of investing that in a nice house. And they bought the house, a very beautiful house, in one of the good metro cities. And their lifestyle, of course, improved, right? Now, both the children are grown up. One is already earning, the father is also earning. But for them, the inherited money is gone. So they feel sad that their siblings still have the inherited money, but they have lost all the money and they are not able to enjoy the house that they have bought. Because for them, the money, the cash that they had in their bank, that bank balance is gone. So they are not able to look at the side that they have a beautiful house of their own where they can live comfortably, and with that comfort, using that comfort as a resource, they can still earn more. And they are still earning, they are still working. So when they didn't have the house, they had insecurity that people might be judging them based on not having their own house in a bigger city. Now they have that and they feel that their money is gone. So when we spend money out of compulsion to fit in, what we have, we cannot enjoy. So please, if you're attending this, if you're watching this, sit with yourself, be in that discomfort for a while to identify your core beliefs, core unhealthy beliefs about spending money, because that is the first step. Allow yourself to be uncomfortable in that, because after that, you will know what you want to do about it. Don't put it under the carpet. Because if you have reached here, some part of you wants to come out of this loop and wants to experience that freedom of uh, experiencing money in your life in whatever form, experiencing prosperity in your mind, in your life. So allow that part to guide you through this process. Sit with yourself, find out your beliefs, because next session is not going to be recorded and we all are going to do a guided process to work through certain things. Yeah, Priya?
Yes. Yes. So I somehow get a huge relief understanding the fact that spending money can actually change the cycle of how I look at my finances and my money. So that was an aha moment for me personally. And I'm sure if you all sit, you all can crack it for yourself.
Yeah. I think having said that, we can stop the recording.
Yes.